Guys, let me offer a final thank you for all the time and effort you have invested in the lives of your men in these weeks together. From recruiting your men before we began Man to Man, to leading them in small group discussions around your table each week, to staying in weekly communication with them during this man-to-man journey, following up with the guys who missed, and then leading these outside story times, you have clearly been the difference makers when it comes to making Man-to-Man a success. So guys, a big thank you to you. Thank you for the personal connection you've brought to your men. It's through your relationship with these guys that a better manhood is actually born. Now that said, this final storytelling time is our last official meeting of Man to Man. It's called My Future Story, and it involves you and your men sharing what next steps you intend to take now that Man to Man is ending. You'll set this third storytelling time up at your final large group session of Man to Man. As you finish your small group discussion time, you will give each man a blank Better Man card. It'll look like this, credit card size. And they will be given this during that conclusion of your meeting, and you will have been given that card even earlier so you can distribute it to them. This card is for writing down the 3 action steps each man has decided on after reviewing their answers to their weekly Better Man questions that were in their outlines. Once they decide on these 3 action steps, they are to write them down on this Better Man card that you provided them. And then they will bring this card to your storytelling meeting. Once you've handed these cards out, schedule with your men a time and a place to meet in the same way you did for the 2 previous storytelling meetings, a place where you can interact undisturbed for 2 to 3 hours. Emphasize to your men how important this last storytelling meeting is, because in it each man will share how he personally intends to practically upgrade his manhood in the future. So this is important. This will be a time of encouragement, and you will also celebrate together the finishing of Man to Man with some fun. When you actually meet for this storytelling time, you and your men will do 3 things. You will start by having the men share what they most loved about this man-to-man journey they've been on. Also, you can throw out this question to them. Is there any other Bible or manhood study you would be interested in doing in the future with other men? As a table leader, listen closely to your men's comments on this question, because from it, you might have the opportunity to lead these very same men again on that journey, or at least help them find a group they could join for continuing their better manhood pursuit. After this opening sharing, have each man read from the Better Man card he was given, the 3 Better Man action steps he has chosen to pursue to upgrade his manhood in the weeks and the months ahead. He can also take a few moments to share why he chose the 3 he did. The other men in the group should feel free to make comments about his action points, especially offering the man some praise and encouragement for his choices. And as before in these storytelling times, you and your fellow table leaders should lead off and tell your future stories first. Conclude with a time of prayer, thanking God for each man in the group and in seeking God's help towards making these action steps come alive in each man's life. And guys, after concluding in prayer, hey, celebrate in some way. Provide a special dessert or play a game together. Do something, have some fun, because you deserve it. You have all started a journey that is desperately needed today. It's the journey to better manhood.